Come join Rosie and me, along with our son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter, as we go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to tour the Smoky Mountains, October 15th through the 23rd. Thursday, October 15th, we drove from Milwaukee, stopped for dinner at the Cracker Barrel and at the Hilton Garden Inn, south of Louisville, for the night. Friday, October 16th, after a 6-hour drive, we arrived at Mountain Loft. Brian, Erin, and Lil took a swim, while we waited for the 4 o'clock check-in to our 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. Saturday, October 17th, we entered Great Smoky Mountains National Park to take a hike at Laurel Falls. Lil slept in her pack on the 1.2-mile paved trail hike to Laurel Falls, but once we got there, she loved it.
Splish, splish, splash! Splish, splash! Oh yeah, get that wall off. Get it!
Proud grandparents with Lil. After Laurel Falls, we stopped at a river so Lil could enjoy more water. Due to heavy traffic, it took us an hour and a half to get out of the park. Lil did not enjoy that. Sunday, October 18th, we took the Roaring Fork Motor Trail. The motor trail is 6 miles long, offering views of rushing mountain streams, old-growth forests, and a number of historic buildings. Our next stop was the trailhead for Grotto Falls. The hike to Grotto Falls is 1.4 miles each way. When we reached the falls, we took a rest. You can tell from our clothes it was a chilly day. You can go behind Grotto Falls, as I did, to take this photo. Lil needed a snack on the hike back from the falls. Our next stop was the Ephraim Bales place. Lil had a blast exploring all of the old structures. There was a river behind the Ephraim Bales place. All had fun on the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. Monday, October 19th, we took the trolley into downtown Gatlinburg to go to the Ripley's Aquarium. The aquarium is the top-rated aquarium in the United States. The aquarium's 1.4 million gallons of water is home to over 100,000 exotic sea creatures. The aquarium offers many interactive experiences, such as touching stingrays or petting horseshoe crabs. The highlight of the aquarium is the 340-foot underwater tunnel, which allows visitors to view sharks, stingrays, and other exotic sea animals face to face without getting wet. Another feature of the aquarium is the crawl tube that allows you to get face to face with the penguins. All the excitement of the aquarium can put you to sleep, so the adults took their cue and we did a moonshine tasting. Before we headed back to the condo, we took Lil down to the river that runs through Gatlinburg. Tuesday, October 20th, is a 2-hike day, the first to Baskin Creek Falls. Lil, playing with her rubber duck, in the pool at the bottom of the falls. All of us enjoyed Baskin Creek Falls. After a 4-mile round-trip hike to Baskin Creek Falls, we drove to Clingman's Dome. At 6,643 feet, Clingman's Dome is the highest point in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The observation tower on the summit of Clingman's Dome offers spectacular 360-degree views of the park. On clear days, views expand over 100 miles. We were lucky. We had one of those clear days, one of the best I have seen in over 50 years. We all enjoyed Clingman's Dome. Lil especially enjoyed her ride down.
Cheese papa, cheese papa.
Look, we're standing in 2 states at once. Wednesday, October 21st, the morning started with Lil giving her rubber ducks a bath, followed by breakfast at the Log Cabin Pancake House. After breakfast, we made the 45-minute drive to Cades Cove. At first, we experienced an unusually long line of cars, but soon we found out why. A bear less than 8 feet from the road. A short time later, we stopped to see some horses, and Lil got to pet a horse. Next, we stopped at the John Oliver Place, a homestead established in the early 1800s. Due to the extremely slow speeds through Cades Cove, Lil did not have to stay in her car seat. She loved it. Our next stop was at Abrams Falls. Lil is the 4th generation in our family to hike on this trail. The scenery along the trail to the falls is magnificent. In a little over an hour, we crossed the final bridge, and there was Abrams Falls. We found a wonderful place to eat our lunch at Abrams Falls. After lunch, we explored the falls area. Brian took Lil for a much closer look of the falls. At the falls, Lil needed some rubber duck time. After that, we packed up and headed back to the trailhead. On the trail, Lil kept herself occupied by watching videos. Our last stop was at the Cable Mill Visitor Center. On the slow ride out of Cades Cove, we saw some deer. We didn't arrive back in Gatlinburg until after dark. Thursday morning, October 22nd, we got a close-up of turkeys at Mountain Loft.
Ready to go? No.
After breakfast, we took the tram from downtown up the mountain to Ober-Gatlinburg. Ober-Gatlinburg contains a large mall with indoor amusements, an ice skating rink, and snack bar. Outside, there is an alpine slide, a scenic chairlift, a wildlife encounter, and more rides for the kids. We visited the wildlife encounter for the sea otter feeding. Then Brian and Lil went to see the bears. Lil loved the owls. In fact, we had to see them twice. Erin, Brian, and Lil took the chairlift to ride the alpine slide.
Hey, baby girl!
Lil went for a car ride, driving with both hands, and then Lil, Brian, and Erin got lost in the maze. The next stop was the Kittyland Playground. There was time for 2 more rides on the Alpine Slide before we left.
Erin's going a little faster, but she's still slow.
Did I say we were leaving? Not before one goofy picture. As the tram took us back to Gatlinburg, the view of the fall colors was beautiful. Our day at Ober Gatlinburg tired Lil out. Thursday evening, Rosie and I took care of Lil while Erin and Brian had dinner out. Friday, October 23rd. The long ride home begins. Our vacation is over. As we stopped for lunch just north of Louisville on our 13-hour journey home, we reminisced about our vacation in the Smoky Mountains. We had memories to last a lifetime. Photos and video by Bill Raffle. Music by Kevin MacLeod.